Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight for our Tuesday Puja and Satsang. Tonight is part 61 of our series, Kali for Everyone, and the second for our series within a series on the 15 forms of the Divine Mother known as the Kali Nityas. So tonight we're honoring Kali Nitya number 2, the goddess Kapalini. I'd like to start out with a brief announcement. So this coming Friday at 7 p.m., it's the start of a new academic year. In fact, yesterday and today were the first days of school here in Denver for the Denver Public Schools school district. And so Friday we're going to honor with a puja, special puja, Vinyaki, who is the Shakti of Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, and also the facilitator of new beginnings. Again, welcome and namaste. I'd like to say namaste to Elizabeth, who's joining right now, and anybody else who happens to be tuning in at this time. Please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. We have our second of the Kali Nityas on our picture here. I'll be describing her in just a moment. And if you, as always with this series, if you have your personal puja set with you at this time, please feel free to join me in making offerings for tonight's puja. So the Kali Nityas, just for review, are a collection of 15 goddesses who are different aspects of Ma-Kali. This is one chart of the Kali Nityas, and if you're interested in seeing these notes more closely, I invite you to go onto YouTube and type in the Kali Nityas into your browser. Actually, the Kali Nityas and then the Roman numeral 2, and this PowerPoint presentation will come up for you. They're associated with the 15 nights of the waning lunar cycle. So the second of the Kali Nitya goddesses is Kapalini. Here is one modern rendition of Kapalini that shows her yantra, which I'll be going into a little more detail with in the a little further in this presentation. And also you can see an illustration of what the moon would look like on that second waning night. Her name means female skull carrier. And here is one classic painted image of Kapalini drinking from her skull cup, or Kapala. And I'll show you an example of one such Kapala, or skull cup. This is one that I found from an antique dealer in the lower Himalayas when I was visiting the town of Dharamshala, where the Tibetan government in exile is. I was mentioning this is the beginning of the school year, and this particular Kapala has been used in a number of my science classes, both biology and anatomy. It's a beautiful example of where the different lobes of the brain are. And so this is one I would frequently pass around the class so they could see where the regions of the brain that we were talking about were located. I also used this in a couple of AP psychology classes that I was guest teaching for. But her skull cup, or Kapala, is an offering bowl that is fashioned from a human cranium. There's actually a second Kapala on our altar, this one that I typically use for food offerings. And this is one from Southeast Asia. You find a lot of these in Myanmar, the country formerly known as Burma. And in these cases, these are just the dome of the forehead. I have another Kapalini image that I'd like to share with you before we get into our painting. And this is a lovely old image from Nepal. And she is holding two Kapalas, a small one in her right hand and a much larger one that probably functioned as a ghee lamp in her left. Such a bowl holds sacrificial blood or offerings of wine, sometimes also offerings which are dough cakes made to look like human eyeballs. And it represents the transformation of consciousness. And here's an illustration of another such skull ball. The Kapalas are also begging bowls carried by ascetic monks known as the Agori. And I've mentioned the Agori in other past presentations. Kapalini Nitya's meditational description, and I'll be reading this again at the beginning of our mantra recitation. She is black, she is naked, with a beautiful face, disheveled hair, seated on four severed heads, and she is showing a cleaver or sword and a trident, and she's displaying the mudras of dispelling fear and giving boons. And very often, as we see in this illustration, the boon giving hand, usually in this case, one of her right hands, she is actually holding a Kapala. I'd like to say a little bit more about the instruments that we're seeing. So we see that she is on a cremation ground, which represents change in all its forms and really overcoming our greatest fear and really the source of our other fears, which is the fear of death. On four severed heads, these would represent the cutting away of our ego attachments. And the instrument that she uses is her sword or khadga. The trident represents a number of different things within threes. The processes of birth, life, and death followed by renewal. Also, the three energy channels, the Ida, the Pingla, and Shushumna, Shushumna being the central prong of the trident. And this is the energy channel that Kundalini rises up. Ida and Pingla are the lunar and solar channels, where the representing more receptive and dynamic energies. And the three prongs of the trident also represent the three divine functions of Icha Shakti, the power of will, Jnana Shakti, the power of knowledge, and Kriya Shakti, the power of action. And here is another Kapalini image. Her yantra is similar to the Kali yantra that we looked at last week. Like the first yantra in the center is the Bij or seed mantra Krim, and we're going to use that as our opening mantra in our puja and also as we give our offerings. And you'll notice that in the center there are three triangles. The inner triangle represents desire, action, and knowledge. The second triangle, the middle triangle, three different powers. Rati, meaning love, Priti, meaning beauty, and Kanti, meaning light. And then the outer triangle represents Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasarasvati. Mahasarasvati would be creation, Mahalakshmi, preservation, Mahakali, destruction or death. The 8 petals represent either 8 forms of the wrathful goddess Bhairava or the 8 matrika or little mother Devis, and the Bapura, the 4 gated enclosures surrounding the yantra, represents the Dikpalas or the deities of the 8 directions. Her mantra that we'll be using at the end of our puja before our guided meditation goes as follows. It's another longer, these are going to be longer mantras that we're going to be doing in this series within the series. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini, maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase, Kapala-Siddhim Dehi, Phat, Svaha. Say it a couple more times. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini, maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase, Kapala-Siddhim Dehi, Phat, Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini, maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase, Kapala-Siddhim Dehi, Phat, Svaha. So Om, the essence of universal reality, the all-pervading consciousness, the expansive nature of creation, the expansion of the universe. Hrim, the power of the Divine Mother in all of her aspects and all of her functions. Krim, the Bij mantra or seed mantra for Ma Kali. Kapalini means skull carrier. Maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase means great skull and beloved of the mind. And then the next phrase, Kapala-Siddhim Dehi, skull formed in perfection. Phat, protective force. Hum is a very protective Bij mantra. We can use it when we're calling upon the Divine Mother for protection. And then Phat in Tibet, that mantra is pronounced Pei. And it can be translated to mean crack or boom. And it's also a mantra for releasing our intentions into the universe. And then Svaha, meaning we bow to you. Svaha sometimes also translates to mean we are one with the divine. So, AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini, maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase, Kapala-Siddhim Dehi, Phat, Svaha. So with that, I invite you to take a comfortable seated position. You're welcome to look upon our modern painting of Kapalini Kali. Look upon it with a relaxed gaze as we perform our mantra meditation. You can also close your eyes and look upon, form that image in your mind's eye and focus on that image, or just any other image that you can concoct of the Divine Mother Kali holding a skull cup. And then you can also meditate on your own personal image of Ma Kali, if that works better for you. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable. Find a position where your back can be straight. Maybe roll the shoulders back to open the chest so your breath can be full and deep. Breathe deeply. And as you breathe out, let go of the cares and concerns of the day, the thoughts of things that have happened, those anxieties of things that need to happen. Let go of those while breathing in a sense of relaxation, a sense of security and of safety, a feeling that you are being held by the Divine Mother. And focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center, taking a moment to connect with that divine presence within yourself. And take a moment also to give a personal intention for tonight's working, if that feels right, either for yourself or somebody close to you. Some aspect of your life that is ready for healing or transformation, or somewhere where you're in need of assistance or knowledge from the Divine Mother. Again, either for yourself and or for someone else. And slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And let's open our practice tonight by chanting the syllable Krim 3 times. So inhale for Krim. Second inhalation for Krim. Third deep inhalation, mantra Krim. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap. If you have your puja set with you, be prepared to make your personal offerings. And I invite you to join me in continuing to chant the mantra Krim as we make our offerings. Krim. Taking a spoonful of water from your water pot, cleansing your hands. Krim. With your right hand, anointing your third eye center and your heart center. Krim. Taking another spoonful and cleansing your altar. Krim. Taking the perfume oil, placing some on your middle or ring finger and anointing your devotional images. Krim. Krim. Anointing your third eye center also. Krim. With your right hand, offering your food item. Krim. Lighting your candle or lamp. Krim. with your right hand, offering the flame. Cream. Lighting your incense, offering the incense. Cream. Offering some more water to cool the atmosphere. Cream. And then finally, offering a flower to the Divine Mother. Cream. Bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center and bowing. Cream. Jai maha-Kapalini. Jai maha-Kapalini. Jai maha-Kapalini Devi. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. And welcome to Gyoza, who's joining us. So I invite you now to meditate upon our image of the Divine Mother. There's on our altar the image of Maha-Kapalini. Or you're welcome to close your eyes and in your mind's eye meditate upon Kapalini. Visualize her as black, naked, with a beautiful face and disheveled hair, which represents her connection to all things. She is seated upon 4 severed heads on a cremation ground. She is showing her sword and a trident and bestowing the mudras of giving boons and dispelling fear. Breathe deeply and feel the power of her mantra as we repeat it. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. AUM Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Om Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Om Hrim Krim Kapalini maha-Kapala-Priya-Manase Kapala-Siddhim Dehi Hum Phat Svaha. Jai Maha-Kapalini. Jai Maha-Kapalini. Jai Maha-Kapalini Devi. Namah. So I invite you to remain in a comfortable seated position. Let your hands rest softly in your lap. Feel the power of the mantra, incorporating it into your being, and feel it helping you toward the fulfillment of your intentions. Breathe. Allow your spine to rise naturally, not rigid, not forced. And gently close your eyes. And take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and slowly breathe out. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale deeply And release the breath completely. And allow your breath and your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. There's nowhere at this point you need to go, nothing you need to accomplish. And for the next several minutes, you're just simply entering the space of your own awareness. And feel the ground beneath you. Feel the weight of your body. Notice the points where your body touches the floor, your chair, or cushion. And just let yourself be held. Bring your attention to your feet and feel your feet becoming heavy. Move your awareness to your legs and let the muscles soften. And now bring that relaxation to your hips, to your abdomen, to your lower back, to your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck and your jaw, your forehead. And as you breathe naturally, allow the entire body to soften. And as you breathe, if you discover tension, you don't have to fight it. Just simply breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. And imagine with every exhalation, you descend a little deeper into relaxation and into stillness. And then I invite you to imagine that you're standing beneath an enormous night sky. There's no artificial light, no noise. Only the vastness of darkness is surrounding you. At first, the darkness may seem empty, but you allow yourself to remain here. Just look more deeply. The darkness is alive. It is spacious. It is receptive. And it contains stars you cannot yet see. This darkness represents the unknown, the place within yourself that you haven't fully understood, the emotions that maybe you haven't completely processed, and the endings you haven't yet accepted, the possibilities you haven't imagined. And you don't have to know what comes next. You only have to be willing to enter that darkness. So I invite you to take a slow breath and silently say to yourself, I am willing to see. And breathe out, I am willing to release. And again, I am willing to transform. I am willing to transform. I am willing to transform. Now, in the distance, imagine a presence is appearing within the darkness. You don't have to force an image. Perhaps you see her clearly. Maybe you just sense her. Maybe there's only a feeling. But either way, let Kali manifest in whichever way feels most natural to you. She stands within the vast darkness. She's powerful. She's unshaken. She's free. And her presence represents the force that cuts through all illusions. The force within you that says, enough. Enough pretending. Enough of abandoning yourself. Enough of carrying what has already ended. Enough of living according to the identities that no longer fit you. Ma Kali doesn't come to punish you. She just simply comes to reveal what is true. So just feel her presence and breathe naturally. And bring your awareness to the image of her skull. The skull can represent impermanence and a knowledge that everything changes. Every identity changes. Every relationship changes. Every circumstance changes. Even our bodies change. And because everything changes, you don't have to remain who you were yesterday. Just imagine at this time placing an old version of yourself into Kali's hands. Maybe it is the part of yourself who was afraid. Maybe the part of yourself who needs everyone's approval. Maybe the part of yourself who carries guilt. Maybe the person who constantly tried to control the future. You don't have to drudge these older versions of yourself. Just thank them. Be grateful for what you learned from them. Know that those older versions of yourself helped you to survive. And now you can allow them to rest. You take a deep breath, and on the exhale, you whisper inwardly, "Thank you." You may rest. And acknowledge that you are still here. And now bring your attention to your breath. Inhale slowly for a comfortable count, and exhale slowly. And with each breath, imagine releasing something. On the inhale, presence. On the exhale, release. Inhale, courage. Exhale, fear. Inhale, truth. Exhale, illusion. Inhale, freedom. Exhale, attachment. And continue breathing naturally. Nothing to force. Just being. And acceptance. And now imagine that Kali Kapalini invites you to look inward. Not at what you want to be. Not at what you wish other people would see. But what is actually presence. And I invite you to ask yourself quietly, what am I afraid to feel? Don't search for an intellectual answer, just wait. Maybe something appears. Maybe there's something you fear. Let it manifest. Maybe it's an emotion. Maybe it's a memory, a sensation, a relationship, a decision. Whatever arises, just simply witness it from a safe distance. It's nothing you need to try and fix. Just silently say to yourself, I see you. You're allowed to be here. You don't have to control me. Just imagine placing whatever that experience is at Ma Kali's feet. Not destroying it, not denying it. Just simply no longer carrying it alone. Then imagine Ma Kali holding a luminous sword. A sword that represents discernment, not violence, not destruction for its own sake. It is simply the ability to distinguish what is not true, distinguishing it from what it is false. Imagine the sword moving gently through your life, cutting through an old belief, the belief that you are not enough. Just let it fall away. Let it cut away the belief that you must be perfect. Let it fall away. Let it cut through the idea that you must control everything. And let that fall away. And let it cut through the idea that you have to remain who others expect you to be. And feel it falling away. You don't need to replace these beliefs immediately. Just simply experience the spaciousness that remains when they are no longer being held. Just let them fall away and continue to breathe. And bring now your awareness to the center of your chest. And imagine there a small flame. It may be red, it may be blue or gold, or just simply a warm point of light. This flame is your awareness. The flame of your awareness that has remained through every change, through every ending, through every beginning, through every version of yourself. Allow yourself to breathe into the flame and imagine with each breath it becomes lighter and brighter. Kali's darkness surrounds the flame without extinguishing it. Just witness darkness and light coexisting, stillness and movement coexisting, death and rebirth coexisting, ending and beginnings coexisting. You don't need to choose one over the other. Just simply witness them together. And I invite you to slowly say to yourself, I surrender what I cannot control. I release what has already ended. I stop asking the past to become different. And I allow the future to remain unknown. I return to this breath. I feel the breath. Nothing else. Just the breath, breathing itself. And for the next few moments, there's nothing to repeat, nothing to visualize, nothing to accomplish. Just allow yourself to sit quietly in the presence of the Divine Mother. And if thoughts arise, let them pass. If you experience emotions, let them move. If the mind becomes restless, just return to the breath. And if nothing happens, that's fine too. Just simply be here. Be here now. And begin to imagine that the darkness around you begins to change. The night sky becomes vast, but a subtle light begins appearing in the horizon. Not an end of darkness, but something emerging from it. Transformation. Not becoming someone else, but becoming more fully yourself. Asking yourself what wants to be born in my life. And waiting. And experiencing. Maybe the answer is courage, or creativity, or honesty, or rest. Maybe a new beginning. Maybe peace. Just letting the answer come, letting whatever comes. and placing that intention in your heart and breathing and being. And Kali stands before you. Her presence may be fierce, but there is compassion within it. She sees you without judgment. She knows everything you've survived, everything you've carried, everything you've released, everything you are becoming. And imagine her saying to you, you don't have to become fearless. You only have to become willing to meet what is here. What must end will end. What is meant to grow will grow. And you are capable of beginning again. And just let those words and her presence settle into you. And I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath and let your attention return to your body. Feel your hands. Feel your feet. Feel the surface beneath you. Notice the temperature of the air upon your skin. Notice again the natural rhythm of your breathing. Again, take a deep breath in and a slow, deep breath out. Slowly moving your fingers, moving your toes, rolling your shoulders gently. Take another deep breath and silently say, I honor what is ended. I honor what remains. I honor what is becoming. I walk forward with awareness. And Ma Kali, I acknowledge your presence within me. Knowing you are there to teach me and to heal me. And I acknowledge that you are with me always. And you slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And you take a moment to also give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice. Knowing you can replay the recording of this broadcast again whenever you have need. And knowing you are welcome to replay it for someone else who might also be in need. And you slowly open your eyes and return. And namaste and blessings always. And thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Namaste. I'd like to thank Elizabeth for joining me and Gioza. and Akla Dukondola Reddy, hopefully I said that right, Zigzag Zebra, and Mr. Surf, and anyone else who is joining live. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for being here. And I thank anyone who'll be watching the recording of this broadcast in the future. Thank you. As always, please take some time for some quiet contemplation for resuming the day or the evening's activities, depending on what part of the world you're in or what time of day you might be watching the recording. I look forward to you joining me Friday night, 7 p.m., when we honor another form of the Divine Mother, Ma Vinyaki, the Shakti of Lord Ganesha. So until then, thank you once more. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Thank you so very much. Good night. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma.